So I doubled my business in 1 week. My bubba, my sissy, where I could quit my job. What's up? I'm Tristan. I just finished my first year in real estate as an agent. I sold 6 homes working 2 full-time jobs. Here's how. So look, obviously I'm young, right? So I don't know anybody that's willing to sell or buy a home at my age. So I had to go look for people that were selling and were buying, because my friends are getting out of college, trade school, or they're just working normal jobs. They have not built up the cash to buy a house, let alone sell one that they already have. And to be completely honest, my whole first year, I was like really scared to sell to my own family. I didn't tell anybody I was a realtor until I was at my closing table of my first house. And then I posted on Facebook letting everyone know that, hey, we just closed on my first house. And everyone was like, holy crap, you're an agent. I had no clue. I would have used you. So I didn't use the cheat code where I used my mommy or my daddy or my bubba, my sissy. I just went out, I went to go find people that were buying and selling, and I helped them sell. And there's absolutely nothing against using your family if you want to help them buy or sell, but I wanted to grow some thick skin. I wanted to get some experience before I relied on family members to choose me out of pity. Okay, so I started August of 2023. I had no clue what to do, so I hired a productivity coach, and then I used all their training. I watched literally every single video that they sent me. I researched everything about a real estate agent, what a real estate agent does, how they can help, what problems they solve, how to provide more value. I asked my productivity coach, how can I stay productive? How can I look for clients? What can I do to find clients? What do I do? I literally had no clue. I just got my license and then became an agent. Then whenever I realized what I needed to do, I started doing it. So what I started doing was cold calling. I cold called for sale by owners. Now, for sale by owners are people that are trying to sell their homes without an agent, and you have to cold call them to try to convince them to use you instead of using the other 50 agents that are cold calling them. And the reason they list for sale by owner is because they don't want to pay a commission. So not only do you have to convince them to use you, but you have to convince them to also pay you. The reason I went this route is several different things. 1, didn't want to sell to my family. 2, my other full-time job was working at Gym Shopping Network, which is where people would call in over the phones. I would take their call, I would sell them some jewelry, and then send it on their way. And so I was comfortable being on the phone, so I didn't mind cold calling to get some leads. And then 3rd, for sale by owners, are extremely motivated. They literally raised their hands and said, yep, I want to sell my house. I'm going to sell my house. I just think that I know more than you. You'd be surprised. Some for sale by owners do know a lot, but the vast majority of them just want to save on the commission. They have no clue what they're doing. They'll sell about 1 or 2 homes in their lifetime. Us real estate agents know how to do it better, faster, quicker, and for more money. That's literally our job. And if you're in the real estate industry and you ask other real estate agents, they will either love or hate for sale by owners. If they hate them, it's because they never tried figuring out how to overcome the objections, how to get in front of them, how to help them solve their problems, how to get paid. It's a really difficult sell. It is the hardest thing to do in real estate, because you're trying to convince somebody that's going this direction to not only turn this direction, but to use you going that direction and pay you to go this direction, which is essentially going from for sale by owner to listing their house like the normal way. And so then I also figured, I was like, well, dude, if I can get all the skills necessary to overcome and help this guy solve their problem and provide them with excellent service on somebody that doesn't know me, doesn't want me, doesn't like my services, then anything else is a walk in the park, super easy. So timeline wise, remember I started in August. By September, I was really starting to get good at the whole cold calling, keeping people on the phones, setting appointments, keeping appointments, and then winning them at the appointment. So it was September 16th that I got my very first listing. Now, this guy was super special. I love these people and I hope they see this. They're the best freaking people ever. But they were gonna take an offer for $380,000. And then I said, no, I can make you more money. And then we sold their house at $417,000. So after I got paid, the other agent got paid, they got $392,000 in their pocket. That's 12 grand more after using me, and it sold faster. So then after I did that, dude, I was on a high of confidence. So I'm calling every single person for sale by owner, way better, way more convicted, with way more confidence, saying, look, I literally just sold this guy's house for 12 grand more after using me, and I got paid. How does that sound? And then I go down that whole line, and I started getting more and more people interested. And so every single time I was selling them on the fact, I'm gonna make you more money, we're gonna sell it faster. Didn't know what else, but I was like, this is gonna work. So then I got my second client on October 2nd. Then I got my next client November 16th. Then I got my next client December 4th. They really started to stack up. I was just getting much better, much more efficient at following up, setting the appointments, knowing the right thing to say, having passion, having energy, right place, right time. Everything was falling in place. And keep in mind, I freaking sucked at the start. I sucked. I sounded like an idiot on the phones, but I said, I'm gonna do it anyways until I got good. And when I got good, then I fell in love with it. And I love cold calling now. It's really fun. It's really gratifying when you finally keep someone on the phone that's normally not gonna stay on the phone, and then you sell their house. I'm telling you, it's a phenomenal feeling. But the end goal was, if I could stack up enough clients and enough closings, then I would have a really nice savings account where I could quit my job and pull from the savings account until I can get more clients and more closings. And that's exactly what happened. So it was in August, I closed my first deal, early November, I forget. And then I sold nothing in December, nothing in January, and then I closed one in February. Okay, so then I had 2 closings, a pretty nice savings account, and I also had 3 on the market at that time. So I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was really starting to see some traction. So I took a week off work, paid vacation, but I didn't go anywhere. I literally just sat literally where I'm filming right now, and I would do all my work as if I was already working full-time in real estate. I woke up at 7 a.m., was at work by 8, would cold call, go out to appointments, door knock. I would do the whole day of real estate. In that one week, I signed 2 or 3 contracts, but up to that point, I had only had 2 or 3 contracts, maybe 4 contracts. So I doubled my business in 1 week, and I said, all right, this is it. So they come around to March, I have 2 closings in the same month, stacked up all of that into one big savings account, and I said, all right, I can do this. I have 2 more on the market, 2 more are supposed to be closing, I can do this. I quit my job. April 7th was my last day, and then April 8th, I just began full-time real estate. So it wasn't until my 8th month in real estate that I was able to quit. And then on the 8th month, I quit. I didn't sell anything in April, and then I closed 1 in May, and I'm still working full-time. I'm getting way more clients. I'm stacking up the active listings or active buyers. And then I closed another one in June, and then another one in July, and then nothing in August. And then I have 2 coming up in October. So August was my first full year in real estate, and I have freaking loved it. I'm super passionate about it. I love small business. I love what I do. I love talking to people. I literally get paid to talk to people, and I solve their problems. I make people more money. That's why I make a really good living, because I help people make more money. Like how gratifying is that? Knowing that the product that I sell not only helps them sell it faster, helps them sell more efficiently, I do all the work for them, and they make more money. So I'm excited to say I'll probably be making another video next year about my 2nd year in real estate, or maybe I make one in December about my first full year in real estate. If you just sacrifice every single freaking day and you have a goal and you see that goal, I promise you'll get there. And then I quit my job, which is my ultimate goal. And now I've been doing full-time real estate, and I love it more than ever. It's like super fun. Yeah, so that's kind of it. I hope you got something from it. Hopefully it's some encouragement, or maybe you just like to listen to someone ramble on YouTube. Anyways, my name's Tristan, I'm out. Oh, well, I technically sold 7 homes in my first year of real estate, actually. I sold 7 in my first year, because I sold 1 in November, 1 in February, 2 in March, 1 in May, 1 in June, 1 in July. July 31st, 7. I got 7 in my first month. That's crazy. First year, 7 in my first year.